Hello, my name is Melody and I've been a massage therapist for 21 years and I have a situation with carpal tunnel going on and I have 30 days till I say yes to surgery and I don't want to have surgery. So I met a girl on Monday night. Her name is Dawn and she's going to show us some really cool techniques that she showed me Monday night. So I don't know a lot about her, but I'm going to get to know her better. And I think you're really going to love her moves if you don't want to have carpal tunnel surgery and you're trying everything you can not to have carpal tunnel surgery. Thanks. I'll be right back with her. But I have to go to her first, so it'll be just a minute. Thanks. Bye. Hello, I'm back. This is oh, you know who I am. This is Dawn. Hi, Dawn. Tell me a little bit about yourself. How do you know about carpal tunnel techniques?
Okay, so my name is Dawn Hopkins and I am a certified yoga therapist. I've been teaching yoga since 2006 and I'm a master yoga instructor. So I work with people with these kinds of techniques all the time as a yoga therapist. So I learned this particular set of techniques because I've had my own wrist issues. I find that I get weak in my wrist during my yoga practice. I've had tendonitis in my wrist before. I work with clients who have carpal tunnel all the time. And these are just some great techniques that you can use to for your hand and wrist health to improve range of motion and flexibility and strength.
Great, thank you so much. So tell me, what do I do so that I don't have to have surgery? I don't want to have surgery,
and I don't want you to have surgery. So that's why I was so compelled to share this with you, because I've known of people who've used these techniques to avoid surgery. So let's do that if at all possible, right?
Okay, wait, so is there anybody that shouldn't do these at all?
If you notice that these, cause any kind of pain afterward, I mean, you might notice some, a little bit of tightness or as if you use your muscles, because you're going to be using some of the muscles in the forearm and in the hands. So that would be normal if it feels like a little bit of fatigue, that sort of thing. But if you're feeling like sharp pain or anything like that, then I would encourage you not to do them.
Okay. Perfect. So tell me what to do.
Okay. So the first thing that we want to start with are just flicks. And so basically you're really like flicking from the fullness of your hand, like where you tighten up your fist and really flick out. Okay, so we're going to flick out and down.
How many times?
You know what? Just keep doing it for a few minutes. Flick back.
Okay,
really,
so you
want to hear it.
You were showing me on Monday, and so that was Monday the 23rd, May 23rd, 19. Oh, whoops, 19.
2016.
So today is May 27th, 2016, and at stoplights, I was doing this. And I was going, no, I don't want to have surgery. So you really want to feel it. Okay.
You really want to feel it. You'll hear a sound with the flick. So you're really being forceful with the flick.
Okay, so then what do I do?
And so you're just doing it all around, up for a while, to the sides, forward, down, back. And then you just kind of do it, until you feel a little fatigue.
And how often? In a day? How often in a day?
I would do it, maybe 2-3 times a day if you can find the time to do it. For sure.
Okay.
So do you notice that? Do you feel like?
Yeah, and you know what? In my carpal tunnel, my symptoms are like these 3 fingers on both hands. Since September, we're getting numb or tingly, and then I'd wake up in the night, and there would just be burning. The phone rings. It's all right. So there'd be burning in the middle of the night from numbness. And then when I got these braces, they're just little carpal tunnel braces that I wear at night. And I keep my arms down so that if they're above my head, they will go numb again. But the burning is totally, I don't feel it ever anymore.
Yeah.
So the little braces at night really are awesome for that.
Okay, good. And the thing that this will do is it's going to increase circulation, and it's also going to, help to move those neural impulses out to the fingers. Okay?
Awesome!
All right. Yay. So the next thing you want to do is, if you look at your hand, we have like all these creases between our fingers. And so we're going to match them up. We're going to start with between the index finger and thumb, and we're going to kind of go fairly hard. You want to feel it. It's going to feel a little edgy. You're going to go, oh, so you're going to do this, maybe 20 times.
Okay.
Build up to it, but, at some point you go, okay, I'm going to change fingers now. And then you're going to do in between your index finger and middle finger. And so we're going to do it there.
Pretty firmly. But don't hurt yourself.
Don't hurt yourself. So yeah, you're not trying to create any kind of discomfort. We're just trying to find a little bit of an edge is what we call it in yoga. So then we're going to do between our middle finger and our ring finger. And so same thing, match them up and then just press into it. And again, like 20, 25 times, something like that, or until you get bored and you want to switch fingers.
And if you're at a red light, you can do this at the red light. I've been doing this because honestly, in addition to the carpal tunnel, I have a little trigger finger on my thumb finger on my right hand. My left hand does this, my right hand does not. Yeah. So it's hard to squeeze things and apply pressure with that.
So, and then pinky and ring finger will be last. Okay. And if you wanted to, you could go back all the way through, and go kind of back down the chain, so to speak. Or you can just end here, just depending on how you're feeling. Okay. Great. And I have a ring on, so that doesn't feel very good. I recommend taking rings off for that. Right. Okay. So once you're done with that, then we're gonna do really simple. Basically, you're gonna kind of stretch your fingers really wide, like as far as you can apart from one another. Then you're gonna curl them into fists, and then draw your fists in toward you. Okay, and then we're going to open back up and stretch and then curl them back in. You will notice this right away, kind of on the back side of your forearm. You'll notice that stretch, right?
And I get a little tingly.
And a little tingly, yeah. And so, again, only, you don't have to go super far. You just go to where it's comfortable for you. Find your own edge. Right. And for everybody, that's different. And so then we're going to have loose fists, and we're going to do circles with our hands. And so we're going to circle the hands, do it for a minute or two.
I do these as stoplights too.
And then go in the other direction. So we're just kind of going through it quickly, but you'll do it for maybe a minute. When you start to feel fatigued, you'll notice. You go, oh yeah, I definitely feel that, and you feel a little fatigued. And shaking things out in between is a really good idea.
And when I'm cutting fruit or cutting steak or whatever I'm eating, and my hand starts going numb, I just shake it out, and the numbness goes away too.
Yeah, it's a great idea. You can also do that with the flicks.
I need to in between.
Just a little bit of flicking or a little kind of shaking things out.
Great.
Okay. So then other things you can do is just kind of improving a little bit of that range of motion, which the fist twist, that definitely helps the fist rotations. But take your hand and you're gonna gently draw your fingers back toward your face. Okay, you're gonna feel stretched through the underside of your hand and forearm. Okay, you're just gonna hold, maybe 3 to 5 breaths is what we say in yoga. So maybe like 15 seconds or so, until you feel that nice stretch. Do both sides. Okay, I'm gonna,
my poor left hand, it's getting
again, only go to where your range of motion allows. Everybody's different, and so being careful with that. And then you're going to do the opposite direction. So you're going to point the hand down, take the other hand over the front side, and kind of draw that hand back, and you will feel it. You're going to press your wrist away from the body. You want to make sure your shoulders aren't creeping up by your ears either. So keep the shoulders relaxed. And then, draw that hand in and hold. Okay, again, only to the point where you kind of find that edge.
Right.
Where the edge is basically it's that differentiator between comfortable and pain. And so you want to just go right up to where it's just a little uncomfortable, because that's, we're going to push through that just a little bit, but don't go beyond it, because that's where danger is, and we don't want to hurt anything. No. So.
And I've also heard another theory that you only hold stretches for 2 seconds. So if you want to try it with just 2-second gentle stretches, try it that way too.
Yeah, definitely. And so, and if you want to do that kind of forward and back motion, that's absolutely fine. So whatever works, for you.
Right.
And then the other thing is you can use tools like these to help strengthen, the hand, and also increase circulation to the hand. So this is just one of those little stress balls. You can get them at trade shows, find them on Office Max or even on Amazon. And these, just when you think of it, just kind of squeezing and releasing, squeezing and releasing. So you can have that one.
So if you don't have a squeezy ball with you, you know what? Just even do your hands.
Absolutely. Just squeezing.
When you don't have the tools, just try using your hands.
Well, another thing that you could do is get a racquetball. Racquetballs and they tend to be a little bit smaller than this. So racquetballs are really nice, and they have a little bit of give to them, so that.
And I hear you get put.
Or dog toys, little foam balls.
Oh, right. Or if you have a balloon and cornstarch, you put cornstarch in a balloon, and it makes a great squeezy squeeze ball.
Absolutely. And then this is just another tool that you can use. This one's a little more intense than the ball. So
Right.
it just kind of depends on how much strength in your hand have in your hand. And for some people, this is just a little too much.
Right.
But this is, you're just going to take it like this and just squeeze and release. And just do that. You can sit in front of the TV and do it, listen to music.
And they say with carpal tunnel, that's one of the signs of carpal tunnel is you lose your strength.
Right.
You start losing your strength. So, anyways, was there anything?
That's really it. I think that, if you start to do those exercises fairly regularly, you'll notice a difference,
How quickly?
I would say if you're doing these exercises 2 to 3 times a day, you'll start noticing a difference within 7 days. You'll start to, feel more mobility.
Right.
You'll feel stronger. But certainly, we're hoping that by the end of this 30-day period for you, that you're going to feel so good that you're not going to need surgery. So hopefully, we'll be checking back with you and let you know how she does.
Yay! Thank you, Dawn!
Welcome.
Thank you so much. And really, if you feel uncomfortable with doing anything, don't do it. Consult your doctor. And have a beautiful day. And be kind and wear your seatbelts. Bye-bye.
Bye.